It's 2 miles, 5.5 furlongs, and they begin their epic journey here. 2 miles, 5.5. It's the longest flat race in the calendar. Barbados is amongst the leaders. Staghorn in the yellow with the blue cap. Towards the inside, Mirando showing up well. One of the two greys. The other grey, Monette in the black jacket, is not far behind either. Green Book in the red colours towards the outside early on, calling the wind with a white blaze, just about the widest runner. Falconate is being settled in the second half of the field by Frankie Dettori as they cover the first 3 furlongs, and it's Staghorn from Green Book in second. On the inside then, Who Dares Wins, the winner 12 months ago in the white with the red seams from Calling the Wind, and then Mirando and Barbados, then the Grand Vizier and Monette and Single to the outside in the light green and pink colours. Further back in the field then is Cleonte towards the inside, Falcon 8, To Be Wild, and Table Mountain is just about the back marker in these still very early stages. Heading towards the grandstand, and it's Staghorn and Holly Doyle by a couple of lengths to Green Book in second. Who Dares Wins and Tom Marquand third on the rail from Calling the Wind, and then Mirando. And then behind these is Barbados out wide of the Grand Vizier, followed by Stratum in the blue and white hoop cap. For Godolphin on the inside, Asheen Murphy on Global Heat. And then back to Monette and Cleonte, Single, Falconate is third last, second last, To Be Wild, and finally Table Mountain. So racing towards the judge now with just over a circuit to go, and they're pretty well strung out in what is bound to be a real stamina test in the ground today. And it's Staghorn that leads the way. Staghorn by just over a length to Green Book in second. Who Dares Wins is on the inside, a handy third, followed by Calling the Wind and then Mirando. Barbados and the Grand Vizier, a couple of lengths to the midfield runners, Global Heat, and on the outside of Global Heat is Stratum. And then back to Monette and Cleonte and Single, Falconate, To Be Wild, Table Mountain. There'll be a good 15, maybe 20 lengths first to last as they pass the 1.5 mile point from the finish and running downhill now on their journey towards Swinley Bottom. It's Staghorn that continues to lead the way to Green Book in second. Who Dares Wins. In fourth place, Calling the Wind on the outside. Mirando the Grey is fifth on the inside of Barbados. Then the Grand Vizier and Stratum. The next of the Greys, Monette, is wide of Global Heat, followed by Single. And then on the inside, Cleonte. To Be Wild is out wide. Falconate is just about second last now. And right out the back, still towards the rear of the field, is Table Mountain. Running on towards the final mile, and when they get past the mile marker, they'll be swinging left-handed at the bottom part of the racecourse, and it's Staghorn still out in front, just racing away from the inside running rail from Green Book on the outside. Then Who Dares Wins. Calling the Wind is fourth, and then Mirando on the inside. Barbados, the Grand Vizier, Stratum, Monette, To Be Wild out wide. Global Heat next, followed by Single, Cleonte. Falconate still ridden very quietly, and 4 or 5 lengths to Table Mountain. They're on their way now towards the final 3/4 mile. So they've just covered nearly 2 miles, and Staghorn has led all the way. From in second, Green Book. In third is Who Dares Wins. Calling the Wind is fourth on the outside. And then Mirando, followed by Barbados. To Be Wild on the outside of the Grand Vizier. And these are tracked by Stratum, Single, Monette, Global Heat. Falconate is now beginning to improve towards the outside. Red cap worn by Frankie Dettori. And out the back is Table Mountain. On their way now towards the final half mile, and still Staghorn and Green Book just have a couple of lengths or so on the field. Staghorn and Holly Doyle on the inside of Green Book and Ben Curtis. Calling the Wind into third, Mirando into fourth, then Barbados. Who Dares Wins, the Grand Vizier and Stratum behind these, and they're followed by Single. Falconate has an enormous task from there as they race up the straight. It's Staghorn coming under pressure. Red jacket, Green Book, but between the two, Calling the Wind has come there cantering inside the final 1/4 mile. Stratum stays on out wide from Mirando and the Grand Vizier. Calling the Wind took it up, but immediately challenged now by Stratum and Ryan Moore, surely delivering the winning challenge. Stratum begins to power clear, 3 lengths clear of Calling the Wind and the Grand Vizier, and Ryan Moore will end the week on a winner here in the Queen Alexandra with Stratum, who clears away. Calling the Wind on the near side of the Grand Vizier. Second and third, Staghorn back in fourth.